Oh, pomp and circumstance? Should be put the bonuses on it.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to the graduation day for Franklin County Raleigh College High School's class of 2024. We are thrilled to have you join us in celebration this evening. It is an honor to be standing before you on such a memorable occasion. Please join me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Next, please welcome Dr. Laura Wilson, Principal of Early College High School.
Good evening. My name is Laura Wilson, and I have the pleasure of serving as principal of Franklin County Early College High School. It is my honor to welcome you all to our 2024 graduation ceremony. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate the tremendous accomplishments of our graduating class and to recognize each of them for all of their hard work and academic achievements. I would like to take this time to recognize our guests on stage. We would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to each of you for your role in ensuring the ongoing success of Franklin County Early College High School. Guests, please stand when I call your name and continue standing until all have been recognized. Dr. Rhonda Schuler, Franklin County Schools Superintendent. Franklin County Board of Education Representatives, Ms. Rosemary Champion, Board Chair. Ms. Megan Jordan, Vice Chair. Representatives, Ms. Deborah Brody, Mr. Chris Perry, and Ms. Paige Sales. You may be seated. Franklin County Schools Cabinet members, please stand and continue standing until all have been recognized. Dr. Leela Nichols, Chief of Academics. Mr. Michael Zalewski, Chief of Human Resources. Dr. Larry Webb, Chief of Auxiliary Services. Dr. Jeffrey Hawthorne, Executive Director of K-5 Education and Federal Programs. Dr. Danielle Parker, Executive Director of Secondary Education and Career and Technical Education. And Dr. Dwayne McIntosh, Director of Communications. Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize our school staff on stage. Dr. Jim Harris, founding principal of Franklin County Early College High School, serving from 2010 to 2017. Dr. Erica Shoulders-Royster, former Franklin County Early College High School principal. And she served from 2017 to 2023. Ms. Marcia Edwards, school counselor. Ms. Evangeline Mitchell, college liaison. And Ms. Melissa Gupton, 2024-2025 Teacher of the Year. Now I'd like to recognize all other early college high school teachers and staff, both past and present. If you would please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the class of 2024. What an honor it is to share this special day with you. Your graduation is a monumental time in your life, one marked with reflection, celebration, and anticipation for the future. What makes this day even more special for each of you is that not only are you graduating from high school, you are also walking away with either your associate's degree or a significant and admirable amount of college credits. This is an accomplishment that many adults never achieve, yet you have done it during your time as a high school student. While I have only had the privilege of serving as your principal for a short time, the class of 2024 will always hold a special place in my heart. When I look out upon this group of graduates, I'm filled with a sense of pride and hope. Each of you have endured extreme changes, unprecedented challenges, and a long-lasting sense of uncertainty, yet you've made it. From shifting to remote learning to adapting to new ways of connecting and collaborating, you have shown resilience and determination every step of the way. You rose to the occasion when doing so was hard, and you persevered through it all. You have succeeded in the face of adversity. In fact, your class has earned 2,741 transferable college credits and has earned more than $1.2 million in scholarships this year. Your perseverance, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence have brought you to this moment. Tonight, we celebrate not only your academic achievements, but the person that you've become along the way. Remember who you were 4 years ago and celebrate who you are today. Remember the lessons that you've learned here extend far beyond any classroom lecture, group project, or major test. These were lessons in courage, leadership, and the power of community. In just a few minutes, you will turn your tassel and close an important chapter in your life. You will leave here tonight a changed person. Class of 2024, this is your moment. Celebrate it, savor it, own it. You did it, you succeeded, you made it, but you will not be forgotten. As you prepare to venture out into the world, remember that you will always have a home as a member of our Eagle family. Know that we will always welcome you back with open arms, and we're eager to support you as you move forward and continue your journey. In fact, your journey does not stop here. You're just getting started. Remember to carry all that you have learned with you out into the world and never be afraid to show your light and leadership as an Eagle for life. I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Thank you. Next, please welcome Ms. Kelly Johnson, who will deliver tonight's tribute to teachers and staff.
Hello. I would like to start by thanking parents, peers, but especially the staff. The early college program was first introduced to me in 5th grade. My AIG teacher, Ms. Edwards, told me about it and said from the very beginning that I would be attending. Ms. Edwards was also my kindergarten teacher, so her opinion was very close to my heart. The staff of a school determines the quality of the school, classes, and peers. Teachers are extremely influential. Years later, I came to the early college. Every day, I would log on to Zoom and be greeted by Miss Terry, Miss Jones, Miss P, Mr. Hunt, and Dr. G. They created an online learning environment that was engaging, and even through the hardships of online learning, students were able to grow close relationships with each teacher. Miss Terry shared her love for photography, which resulted in my room wall being filled with Polaroid pictures. Math was also an interest of mine. Miss P found a way to make class interesting for everyone. For our final project, we used statistics and surveys to create data on our interest around school. When we came back to in-person learning, I met Ms. Lassiter. She would encourage us to read and think critically about everything. Mr. Hunt taught us about the importance of government and participating in it through voting. She and Mr. Hunt have heavily influenced how I see government and society. Ms. Armstead has led NHS for the last 3 years. She will remind us to always act with kindness and participate in community service. The first time I met Mr. Osborne was when Dr. Shoulders gathered a group of juniors to come help his class when he first started. Ms. Wright and her brother Dylan spoke with us to prepare us about the dangers of college, especially the cost, through example and humor. Each morning, I am greeted by Ms. Kleiner and Ms. Edwards as I walk in. When my mom drove me to school, she'd always say, "Tell Miss Michelle that the other Michelle says hi." Every time my mom and uncles came together, they'd ask about their favorite track coach, Mr. Wilkins. My siblings would always tell me to tell Miss Gupton how much they missed her and everyone else at church. My best friend Des would text me and ask how Dr. Wilson has been since switching schools. The staff here has influenced so many people in my life, even outside of school. They have become my family, my supporters, and my role models. I'm thankful to have them and have learned from them. Thank you. Next, I'd like to welcome Ms. Libby Carter to the podium to deliver tonight's tribute to parents.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry if I sound a little rough. I'm getting over a cold. Parents, friends, and family, you're all here tonight because you've made a lasting impact on these graduates. You're the village it took to raise a child, and tonight you're watching that child take their next steps into the world. Each of these graduates has worked tremendously hard to get where they are today, and we want to thank you for the support and the guidance that you gave us along the way. From dropping us off on our first day of school to cooking breakfast the morning the day of a big exam, we wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for your encouraging words when we didn't get that grade we wanted, and for encouraging us to always do our best work even when it's really late, and for helping us balance out our really big dreams with a little bit of reality as we plan for the future. Some specific shout outs for the village that raised me. Thank you to Mom. She would remind me at 11:50 that I had an assignment due in 5 minutes, and she always proofreads my essays, including the speech I'm giving right now. Thank you to Dad for always encouraging me to drive, even when I was really scared and thought I would hit something. He was like, no, go for it, you're okay. Thank you to Pop and Tommy for always making me laugh, even when I'm having a bad day. Thank you to Granny Patsy for driving me to and from everywhere and making sure I do my homework even when the soap opera on TV is really interesting. Thank you to Granny Zilt and Papa John for driving an hour and a half to take me to my college math class when the high school is shut down for teacher workday, and then a trip to Hardee's after. And last but not least, thank you to my dog and cat. They would sit on my computer when I was trying to do work, and that was very helpful, but they also gave me a lot of cuddles, so it's okay. I know that all of my fellow graduates have had similar experiences and stories with their villages, and I know going forward, these villages are going to continue to help and support us on our journeys wherever they may take us. So, graduates, friends, and families, as I wrote on my cap, on to the next chapter. Next, please welcome Mr. Ethan Perez for tonight's academic address.
All right, testing, all right. Thank you, Miss Libby Carter, and good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to thank the teachers and staff for allowing me to give the academic address. It means the world to me to have a critical role in my own graduation, and it's my pleasure to be before you. I've always seen academics as the first priority in student life. However, the relationship I had with academics has not been healthy. There were a lot of factors at play during my first 4 years here, the most influential being told I, quote, simply did not fit the program, unquote, by higher-ups during freshman year. I left that room swearing to many that I'll be the top of my class. If they couldn't see my potential and my reasons for being here just, then I've shown through a medium which will speak volumes to them, academics. Whereas I've held on to those promises, maintaining a perfect GPA during my time here at the early college, it came at the cost of being obsessed with my studies. There was very little room for making friends and developing socially. While I am proud of my academic achievement, it hindered my ability to make friends and get to know people because my sights were only set on performance. Junior and senior year, in hindsight, they made my flaws as social nepotine more apparent. I only kept 4 reliable friends at all times, and oftentimes I would decline party invitations or make excuses not to show. Studying was more imperative in my eyes. Last year, as a graduation marshal, I snapped out of this trance, and this year I took on multiple responsibilities, such as Vice President of NHS and VGCC's SGA, alongside being the VGCC peer tutor for Franklin campus, because activities outside of academics matter directly to our graduates. Class of 2024, if I may. Out of everything I could ask of you, I implore you to continue learning. After all, to constantly learn is constantly improve and be better than the person you were yesterday. Academics is a gateway to amazing achievements, accomplishments, and inspirations we had individually and as a class during our time here. The moment you stop learning and claim to know everything is the exact moment you'll surrender to complacency. As Earl Nightingale once said, quote, "The minute a man stops learning, our world will begin to pass him by. To learn or not learn is a decision each of us must make," end quote. Let us make the decision to continue learning and be emboldened by the flames of our ambitions to inevitably pass the world by. It's an honor to be part of such a class dedicated to student life and success. And it's my absolute pleasure getting to know like-minded individuals driven by such success and passion. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, to all family, staff, and friends who've helped us along this journey, thank you. I would now like to introduce Ms. Ryan Mitchell, who will deliver an address on the early college experience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Mitchell, and I would like to start by congratulating my fellow graduates. It has been an honor to learn by your side for the past 4 years and be our class representative for the past 2. Today marks the end of a chapter, and I want to say that I am proud of every single one of you. As an 8th grader during COVID, I would never expect a video recording of myself sitting on the floor would get me here 4 years later. I used to worry about the size of our school and our class sizes, but it has been one of my favorite things at our program. It has helped me and socially, and it has been one of my favorite parts of our program. Not only has it brought me to be a part of an awesome school, but also community and family. The early college has given me connections and friendships that will last a very long time. Our school is so special as our sense of community is so strong, and I pride myself on being able to say I've talked to every graduate and individual here. Choosing Franklin County Early College High School has been one of the best decisions I've made. I will greatly miss our tight-knit dynamic as well when I leave for college. I want to thank our teachers and staff who have supported us through thick and thin and being our biggest supporters. I want to take everything I learned at this school with me, continue to grow, and become a better version of myself. I want to continue advocating for not only my needs, but those of others by attending the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and then continuing my education to get my Juris Doctorates and becoming a lawyer. It has been an honor to see every individual grow into a person they are today. I hope everyone is successful in their own journeys, whatever that may be, and can look back at our time at this school together fondly and with a smile. Please welcome Dr. Wilson back to the podium.
Thank you, Ryan. Before we begin the presentation of diplomas, allow me to remind you of the format of our program. The commencement exercises are divided into 2 parts. The first part is a formal ceremony, and it's a time to honor the graduates for their achievements academically. It will take time to call all 50 names, but each name is equally important and deserves to be heard. We please ask that you hold all your individual cheers, shouts, and applause until all diplomas have been awarded. The second part of the presentation will be a celebration. After all diplomas have been presented and the charge to the class is given, we will enjoy a time of celebration. Thank you in advance for honoring the class of 2024 appropriately. I will now welcome Ms. Marsha Edwards to the podium to begin tonight's presentation.
Alasia Nevaeh Alexander. Spencer Woodrow Baines. Tristan Lauren Branch. Helen Elizabeth Carter. Bradley David Clough. Allie Lee Duffy. Anna Elise Fields. Alicia Blake Forsyth. Zanielle Lanica Fuller. Gabriella Ann Rose Garba. Calvin Graham III. Christopher Tyler Granger. Kennedy J. Guest. Caleb Lee Harris. Anaya Rochelle Hicks.
That's my baby.
Kelly Amore Johnson. Amber Sanaya Jones. Haley J. Jones. Oops, I'm sorry, I messed up. Chelsea Ann Jones. Mia Marie Matthews. Casey Lynn McCrory. Ryan Elizabeth Mitchell. Haley Nicole Murphy. Cheyenne Elizabeth Namisha. Zachary William Novak. Antonio Joshua Oliveras Bedos. Ethan David Perez. Jasmine Janice Perez.
Yeah, baby.
Monica Harmony Perez.
That was mine too.
Aisha Shalice Perry.
Yeah.
Alexandra Caroline Phelps. Emma Grace Pressey. Dakota Danielle Privet. Mia Catherine Revis. Yadiel Reyes Cruz. Taylor Michelle Rice. Brianna Nicole Alan Sanchez May. Daniel Saeed Sema. Antoine James Smith. Sharon Okesha Strickland. Noah Andrew Sullivan. Bryce Lee Tillman. Peyton Noel Van Gilbert. Braden Adam Venencia. Skylar Lynn Watkins. Aliyah May White. Jakayla Aliyah Wood. Nathaniel William Wolverton. Michaela Ariana Rice. And now I would like to welcome back Dr. Wilson to the podium.
Guests, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Franklin County Early College High School, and with the power vested in me by the Franklin County Board of Education, I present to you 50 students who have met requirements set by the North Carolina State Board of Education and the local requirements set forth by Franklin County Schools Board of Education. Marshals, please stand. I would now like to welcome Ms. Gabby Garbutt to the podium to provide our charge to the class.
Thank you. Graduates, please stand. Repeat after me. With a solemn sense of responsibility, I pledge myself to hold my diploma as a sacred trust, an emblem of my obligation to serve with honor to myself and generous loyalty to my school and fidelity to my fellow man. Graduates, you may now turn your tassel from right to left. At this time, I'd like to ask our guests to please stand. On behalf of Franklin County Early College High School, I am honored to present to you the class of 2024.